When God calls you to do something, when God calls you to move, when he calls you to write, when he calls you to start that business, when he calls you to raise those children, when he calls you to go into therapy, are you willing to be inconvenienced to get it done? You see, because purpose isn't for those types of people who must have everything positioned properly in order for them to flourish. Purpose is for those types of people who say, I'm the rose that grew from the concrete. I'm the girl who didn't have all of the support. And I didn't have the family structure to make things easy. But what I decided is against all odds that I don't mind being inconvenienced. I'll raise the children by myself if I have to. I'll roll up my sleeves and go and work 2 or 3 jobs if I have to. Avoiding inconvenience is a luxury. There are some people who have decided it may cost. I may have to get on the bus. I may have to scratch some things together. I may have to learn. I may have to stretch. I may have to break out of my shell, but at the end of the day, I don't mind being inconvenienced to get it done. And no, I may not always look cute doing it, and no, I may have to save and scratch in order to get it done, but what is ahead of me is greater than the inconvenience that is in front of me. So I'm willing to overcome this inconvenience because my obedience depends on it. You see, I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people who recognize that inconvenience is nothing when I'm doing what God has called me to do. That inconvenience is an earthly thing, but nothing is inconvenient for God. So when I get more of God's spirit, I swell and I become someone who doesn't mind inconvenience because I recognize who's working down on the inside of me. God has never been inconvenienced. It never cost him anything to be God, and I want to be like God. So I got to come into alignment where I decide it doesn't cost me anything to be me. God, if you want me to do it on this show, I'll do it on this show. God, if you want me to do it in an empty room, I'll do it in an empty room. God, if you want me to do it at the school, I'll do it at the school. I don't mind being inconvenienced